This is the document that I am the mother of Valarie. Officially, she is now adopted by Mabel Cobard.
Hey guys, Blessing here. How are you all doing? So what you just watched and listened to is the voice and of course the face of Mabel Cobalt Osifo saying that officially Valarie was adopted by Mabel Osifo.
This is the document that I am the mother of Valarie. Officially, she is now adopted by Mabel Cobard.
And I would say that that is the origin of the confusion that has even separated people that are supporting her from people that are not supporting her. Because a lot of people have the idea that Mabel went in to adopt Valarie, whereas what we are learning now, I mean, as the story is beginning to unfold, is that things are looking more like Mabel did not really adopt Valarie, but perhaps just got custody of her. And when Mabel Osifo did this video in March, she was clearly celebrating that she had adopted Valarie and she was going to take Valarie out of where she was, and that Valarie allegedly was not being well taken care of. But in the same video, towards the end of that video, Mr. Osifo rather spoke about custody and not adoption.
You know, as an African, guys,
it's not easy
as a Pakororo,
to get a custody.
The custody of a big girl.
Austria.
It's nice to be nice.
So these people were using the terms adoption and custody interchangeably, whereas these two words mean totally different things. There are different requirements that you have to meet if you want to adopt a child from if you only want custody of a child. But the main difference between custody and adoption is that when you adopt a child, the biological parents permanently lose all rights to that child. In other words, adoption terminates the rights a father or a mother has on the child that they gave birth to, while custody, on the other hand, is temporary. And with custody, the legal rights of the biological parents remain intact. And that is why I find it quite funny that Mabel constantly said that she adopted Valarie when she should know clearly the difference between what she applied for and adoption. Because to just summarize, adoption is permanent, but custody is temporary. So when Mabel put in the application for Valarie, she knew exactly what she applied for. So why would she be using the term adoption when she did not officially adopt Valarie in essence? That is question number one for Mabel. Why did you create that confusion in the minds of people as to the legal relationship that you were going to have with Valarie? Now, fast forward to approximately a week ago, Mabel and her family entered a spiritual warfare with the other camp after they summoned her to Ayelala, a certain African deity.
We want to let you know is that we don't have any business with you. We only have business with the government. You were supposed to take the government of Austria to Ayelala, not KO family.
So I'm just watching this clip and thinking, this couple, you guys really love trouble? Like, you just see trouble, you just see conflict, and you voluntarily offer yourselves, both of you, to be part of it. It's not very clear to me who summoned them to Ayelala, although they are saying that Promise Chooks did with his cohort, but I am suspecting that it is Bonita's family. Bonita is Valarie's mom. I might be wrong, but someone summoned them, and it could have been Promise Chooks, it could have been Bonita's parents or Valarie's grandparents and family members. Whichever way or however it happened, that was a strong signal to KO family that these people don't want you guys in their business. And it is very ironical to hear Mr. Osifo say here that he doesn't have any business with Promise Chooks. Like, Mr. Osifo, are you for real? You're saying that you don't have any business with Promise Chooks, that it's the Austrian government you have a business with. So if you don't have a business with Promise Chooks, what are you doing with his daughter? If you don't have a business with Promise Chooks, then you should also not have any business with anything that is related to Promise Chooks. How can you say you don't have a business with him, but you and your wife want to have his daughter under your roof? Does that even make sense to you guys? Like, why are you guys forcing yourselves to be part of this family? The people with the same bloodline as Valarie have shown you guys in different ways, both verbally and spiritually, that they do not want you guys in their business, that they do not want you guys with their child. And I can imagine that a lot of people might be wondering why you guys are still forcing yourselves to be part of Valarie's life when she actually has relatives whom you guys are at loggerheads with. It's almost the same as forcing yourself to attend a party where the celebrant clearly doesn't want your presence. They're telling you, no, you're not invited. We don't want you at our party. But you are telling yourself, I must come to your party. That is what you guys are doing. And the question is, why are you guys doing it? Is it like you guys are just enjoying the entire media frenzy and all the noise and even the spiritual attacks that are being thrown at your doorstep? Again, why are you guys doing this?
You are a disgrace. You keep on disgracing yourself. But God is going to make sure that at the end of the day, victory is going to be for KO.
Amen. I receive it and I claim it right now.
He said victory shall be for the KO family. Like, this doesn't even sound right. How do you mean victory? Like, is this supposed to be a battle? A social media battle between KO family and Promise Chooks fighting over the daughter of Promise Chooks? I'm still asking if this makes sense to you guys. Why do you have to even be in a battle? Why do you even have to be praying for victory over someone else's daughter? Ask yourselves, you guys, why are you doing this? I just have that sense that you guys are doing this to still prove a point, to still win on social media. That is what I feel like this is all about for you guys. And again, I might be wrong, but why on earth would anyone want to adopt or gain custody of a child when they are not at peace with the parents of that child, or when the relatives of that child have not given you their consent and their blessings? Why would you want to go ahead with something like this? Now, fast forward to, let's say, 2 days ago, Mabel and her family came out again celebrating. What were they actually celebrating? They were welcoming Valarie into their home officially as their daughter, I believe. Because if you guys remember, they have been talking about, on the 11th of July, Valarie is going to officially be our daughter and she is going to officially move into our home and we are going to be officially her adoptive parents. And all of this would happen if Promise Chooks doesn't step forward to claim Valarie. And well, 11th of July came and passed. We didn't hear anything from Promise Chooks. We don't even know what he is doing at the moment. Although a little bird told us that they are still awaiting the results of the DNA test that he carried out. I cannot authoritatively confirm that rumor. But what we know on the outside is that whatever he might be doing at the moment has not really yielded maybe the kind of fruit that he would want to see. And with that, Valarie eventually left the orphanage and moved in with the KO family, and they were celebrating that. And during the celebration, something tremendously significant happened. Take a look.
Is it your phone?
Nice love now.
Mine is better. So thank you all so much, please.
Hello?
Oh,
Yeah,
good
good
afternoon,
afternoon,
ma.
ma.
good afternoon.
Well done, ma.
So Oga Osifo was here busy calling other people to bless Valarie's arrival into their home. He called, or let's say he tried to call the king of Ika, where Bonita is from. And he also called this female pastor who prayed for them. And Mabel was asking him, okay, who else do we have to call? And they weren't calling anybody else. And they went into the house with Valarie. And I'm like, Oga Osifo, are you not forgetting something? Are you not going to call Valarie's daddy that is still alive to bless the daughter going into your home? Are you not going to call Valerie's grandmother or grandfather or other relatives? You not even involving them in Valerie's presence into your home shows a certain level of disregard and insolence on your part, which also signifies that you are not at peace with these people, that you don't give a damn about them or what they think or what their desires are for their daughter. It looks like this is just all about the KO family. It's about what you guys want. You don't care about what Valerie's family wants. And I just feel like that is a huge shame, because you should not be doing this. You should not have Valarie in your home if Valerie's family is not pleased with the move you are taking. And I'm looking at Mr. Osifo, I'm looking at Mabel, and I'm asking myself, who is pushing who to do these things? Is it Mabel pushing her man, or is the man pushing Mabel? I just feel like, Mr. Osifo, you are doing all the wrong things. This to me looks like an abomination. We are Africans, okay? You cannot be harboring another man's daughter in your own house just because you want to win him and show him that you have victory. There's just something very cringy about the way Mabel and her family are parading this girl as if she's some kind of trophy that they just won. I mean, everything just looks really odd. So the next morning, Mabel did a video and sent a direct message to Promise Chooks.
Yes, your child is right here with me, and you can always claim her back at any time. Don't let anybody deceive you that because she's now with me, you can't claim her.
Mabel said, yes, your child is here with me. And I'm wondering, since when did Mabel start to accept that Promise Chooks is Valerie's father? You guys remember when Promise Chooks joined Mabel on her live stream, and Mabel was asking her fans if Promise Chooks looks like Valarie and saying that, oh, they don't even look alike. Do they look alike, guys? Do you guys remember that live stream? Mabel was pretending that this man is just a stranger and that she cannot just let any stranger come and get Valarie from her because it's against the law, because she's not the government and all of that. And all of a sudden, Mabel is saying that, Promise Chooks, your child is here with me. So why did you change your mind about him? Is the DNA result out? And it's also very strange that you had to wait until you had custody before you'd come out to act like you want to cooperate with Mr. Promise Chooks. You should have shown this level of cooperation before you even went ahead to process or conclude to have Valarie as her guardian, not after. I mean, you don't go behind someone's back, take their property, take their daughter, and when you have what belongs to someone else in your possession, then you want to work together with them. You should make agreements prior to intruding their territory, not afterwards. So this just looks like a power game. You just want to sit there like the powerful one, like the winner, like the one that is going to call the shots and tell everybody else what is going to happen and how it's going to happen, and for them to come to you as their helper, like you are the one that is going to solve their problem. And that is the sick thing that I am seeing in everything that you guys are just displaying on social media.
So this is the message I left for Mr. Promise. But I blocked him again. But if you write me on the inbox that you are ready, or you make a video just like the way I am making a video now, I would prefer you to make a video that you want settlements, you want us to work together, you want to be keeping contact with Valarie till you are able to claim her. You can come and claim her. We celebrated her yesterday, yes, because I have the full custody, 100% custody, not half custody. I have the full custody. She is like my daughter. I always say she's like my daughter, even as I adopt her. It's not a big deal.
Madam, is it like you don't know the difference between custody and adoption? You're still saying custody and also still saying you adopted her. If you say that Mr. Promise Chooks can always come back to claim her, that means you did not adopt her. When you adopt a child, nobody can come and claim that child any longer, unless maybe there was some kind of mistake or fraud involved in the adoption process. But if everything goes according to how it should go, then nobody can come back to claim a child that has been officially and legally adopted. But if you have custody, which is what I suspect that you have, then the biological parent or maybe another relative can come and collect the child and claim the child from you. So when you continue to say you have full custody and you still say you adopted her, it is really confusing. You have to be very, very explicit with your words and your wordings. Be clear on this. Did you adopt Valarie officially, or do you only have temporary custody over her? And another thing is, I don't even know why you are so bothered about this man contacting you or this man coming to you for you to help him go to the government so that he can claim his child. Like, madam, you already went on with the procedure of, having Valarie or having custody over Valarie without this man's consent. So why is it now you're trying to reach out to him for you to help him? I personally don't think you have much help you can offer, and even if there was anything this man needed from you, I think he should be the one reaching out to you. And I also feel like if he truly wants to claim his daughter, he really doesn't need to come to you or to do it through you. I mean, you didn't even carry him along when you were applying to have his daughter, so why do you think he's going to trust you now all of a sudden to come to you for help? Someone you already denied that you didn't know, but later came out to tell us that, well, we talked 2 years ago before I adopted Valarie. So it's just very logical that this man has probably lost trust in you, especially with the way you went about with everything and just throwing things on the media and just parading the daughter the way you have been doing. You did this video and you were sounding as if the only way he can claim his daughter is through you, or when he contacts you, then you can take him along to where he has to be. And I don't think that is entirely correct. I mean, he flew all the way to Austria to get something started. He didn't need you to do that. He probably knows what he's doing. He probably has professionals giving him counsel and directives on what steps to take. So I believe if he qualifies to have his daughter back legally, he really doesn't have to contact you for anything. You already did what you wanted to do. You already got your way. You already have Valarie in your home. That is, I believe, what you always wanted, because you feel like that is what is best for Valarie. So you just rest and just mind your business. That's like the only advice I could give you right now. Just do your thing. You have always maintained that this man is irresponsible, that he abandoned Valarie and he was nowhere to be found and he only appeared out of the blue. So why are you still calling that same man to come and claim Valarie? So I just feel like you should just chill out and let the law take its course. Till that time, I just feel like you should really chill. You are just doing way too much, in my opinion. If you truly have this girl's best interest at heart, you'd take her private business out of social media. Remember, you also have kids of your own, and I'm really sorry to mention this, but your ex-husband is late, and I can imagine that there might also be some legalities and some paperwork that you have had to fill, or some things that have really happened, but you have never spoken about these things in public. So why do you feel like you have to push Valarie under the bus every other time that you want to talk about her private business? This is really about this girl's life, and you are just selling it in the name of content. Did Valarie even give you permission to be talking about her personal business on your page? I think you really need to start to show this girl more respect than you are doing. Leave this case out of social media, and you also just need some rest. I mean, I saw a video, I think you guys were having breakfast or something. I need to be honest, and this is no hate, just my observation. You look a bit stressed, you look a bit restless. You need to chill and just live your life and let Promise Chooks live his life and do what is right for him. I mean, he's an adult, he's a man. I want to believe he knows what is good for him, what is best for him, and what he wants for his daughter. And you are not his lawyer, you are not the secretary to the government. So why the need to come and be addressing him or telling him what he has to do? So it's just a bit too much now from your end. So you guys, this is all I have time for today. I will continue to follow this story as I promised you guys before. So if you find it interesting and you also want to stay abreast on everything that is going to unfold as time goes on. Be sure to like and follow this page if you haven't already. Share this video, and hopefully soon Mr. Promise Chooks himself will come out and share his own side of the story and give all the details and answer the questions that a lot of people are still sitting with. So I want to ask you guys to go ahead and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about everything you've heard and everything that has been said and done so far. I remain Blessing Enjoy the Analyst, and I will catch you guys on my next one.
Guys, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Today being our anniversary, they just sent us the letter. My God. Hey, we put this song, make we dance, and all of us dance.